Press TV. Tonight we're discussing two questions, and the first of those is this: why is Israel so nervous about the Iran nuclear agreement with the permanent 5+1? That was reached in Lausanne last week and announced, but ever since the war drums have been pounding on the right in the United States, apparently coordinated from Tel Aviv. Benjamin Netanyahu is bought and paid for by the United States taxpayer, and yet he's actually challenging the right of the American president to rule. That's the long and the short of it. This man thinks he is the president of the United States of America, and that these people have no right to reach an agreement about the nuclear question with Iran without his say-so. A say-so which, of course, would never be forthcoming. The United States policy appears to have undergone a U-turn, or has it? We'll be discussing that, particularly in the context of our second question this evening, that of Yemen. But the Iranians say that any attack upon them by Israel would be met with devastating consequences. And I think you can take it that they are not bluffing. This speech at the United States Congress by Netanyahu was an open, brazen, overt subversion of the United States democratic process. And the US Republican Party is deeply in league with a foreign ruler, Benjamin Netanyahu, who is seeking to bend the foreign policy of the most powerful country in the world to his taste. He, the ruler of a country of just 7 million people on the shores of the Mediterranean, many thousands of miles away from the United States. So why is Israel nervous about the Iran nuclear agreement? Well, first of all, they're pretending to be nervous to some extent, so that they can further undermine President Obama, further assist the US Republican far right into power at the next presidential election, and in any case demonstrate to the congressional majority that Israel demands that whatever happens, this agreement should never be implemented, at least by the United States. Personally, I'm not much concerned about that. The agreement was with the permanent 5+1. And if the other members of the permanent 5+1 have anything about them at all, they'll tell the American Republican Party where to go on the subject of the destabilization of the agreement. And maybe once the other members of the P5+1 start doing important business with Iran on oil, on gas, on infrastructure, even, of course, on the nuclear question, maybe American capitalism will bring its pressure to bear on the Republican Party to fall into line with the rest of the world. Iran's position, I believe, is absolutely dignified. They have not given up their inalienable right to develop nuclear power peacefully. They are continuing with all their business, all their relations with the rest of the world, and if the agreement is wrecked by Israel, then let it be wrecked. The rest of the world will have to face the consequences of that. I believe that Iran has an opportunity now to build new relations with the rest of the world. If the United States doesn't want to be a part of that, well, so be it. Iran can live without the United States of America. Indeed, ever since the overthrow of the tyrant Shah, the greatest dictator of them all, Iran's been doing rather well, without the support, without the cooperation, without the goodwill of the United States.